Welcome back everyone to Final Fantasy XII, where yesterday we got very annoyed and stressed. Not in a bad way, just game being the game. But we did beat Gilgamesh last time out, which means we have full set of Genji gear after stealing. Literally, if I could have just gone full murder mode and not had to worry about him as much, it'd been a lot less stressful, but I wanted this. Particularly the Genji gloves are particularly good. All the Genji gear except the shield is pretty useful to me. Like, the shield is meh. Meh. But we're going to do a couple of hunts today is the goal. I'm going to grab them now. I'm going to grab... We've already got the Piscodaemon. We're going to go to Burr, I say. We're going to do this one because it's a bit of a trek. It's a bit of walking because it's in the Giruvegan part of the King game. And I'm also going to accept the wild Malboro. So if we can do these two, that's good. Maybe we do a third. But we got 2 hunts. If we can do 2 hunts, get some progress on the game going, call that an absolute win. I do need to sit down and hammer out FF12, I reckon, because I don't want it to drag on too long. I'm trying to get the most out of Redus while we've got him in the party. Necrohol is quite high up on the to-do list, as is the Death Gaze. I need to go back to the Great Crystal just to grab Hastegar, I think, because I'm fed up of having a Time Mage that doesn't have Hastegar. But I don't have Protectgar and Shellgar, which is also a big issue. I don't know where those are. I'll have to look into that, because Protectgar would have made Gilgamesh yesterday a lot less stressful. So we'll do the Malboro first. Because the second one, the Piscodaemon, requires us to go into the Great Crystal, so there's a bit more trek. Whereas this is, I believe, the Feywood. A lot more doable. We also have Diablos, which I could have done yesterday. I could have done Gilgamesh and Diablos together, arguably. Just means we'll probably have to go back to Luzu at some point, which is going to be fun. So, Malboro is Malboro. So we go to the Feywood. We beat this thing, then we head to Giruvegan. But yeah, I don't want to drag this out too much longer, FF12. I say that, but I will. Just will. I'm not I've been very blunt. I'm not committing to everything, particularly not Yazimut, because absolute pain in the ass. It's just dull. The Yazimut fight is just dull. They gave it far too much HP. FF12 is always one of those weird games. Like, I don't think FF12 is a bad game. I know I've ragged on it a lot while streaming. I don't think it's the best watch, admittedly, for other people. And that's just because of how the characters in the story take a backbench to being out here in, like, dungeons and battles, and it is dull at times. I will accept that. Especially when I've been playing on auto a lot. Not getting out of second gear. Because you don't really need to, except when shit hits the fan. I mean, I don't really need to kill these things, but we'll do it anyway. Because the XP at this point isn't worth it. Oh, a high ether is nice, though. Fucking Redis. For all he's an extra pair of hands, he half annoy the fuck out of you sometimes. It'll be useful when we hit the Necrohole. I want to get the Necrohole done while we've got Redis, for sure. That's one of the main things I wanted him for, as well as the Esper... what was it called? The one under the Still Shrine of Miriam. That one, that cancels magic, I think it was. Right, where do I need to go for this particular hunt? The Wild Malboro. Now we're in the Feywood. Redolent Grey Glade. Right, south of the save. That's fine. Oh, God. Ash has got double XP on. That's fine. I'll take that for the minute. We'll hit a save point before the fight as well, which is nice. Will Ash even get anything out of this? 600 an enemy. We'd have to kill a lot for it to be worth it. 600. Yeah, it's going to be a task. Yeah, not 100% worth it to fight the weaker enemies, but we got our task for the day. Double hunts. I am going to fight you, though. I don't think the Gauntlet is the best on a greatsword, the Genji glove. We'd ideally give it to Baltir or Barsh, I think, are the better users. Save in case it pulls some bullshit. What's our worst slot? That one. The reason I always have multiple slots is I like one for when I go into the stream. Oh. Mute that. I've got a playback window open so I can see shit. But yeah, I like one before I do anything. One in case I save in the middle. Right, so it should be in this area. And then one in case shit goes wrong. Right, we kill the mobs. The mobs are weak as fuck. Take that positive status off you before everything else. We should be fine with these hunts because we are past where we needed to be in the game. Oh! Yeah, Ash should just wear it down. The slow is annoying, but I'm not worried. We can just stay in first gear. Until bullshit happens, like what happens? Did you just take 9 attacks in a row or some stupid shit? The slow is annoying. Yeah, Ash has got this if I just keep her alive. What the? Yeah, the game loves shit like this. Oh, you think you've got it done? You think you've got it done? But unfortunately, I cast Bell End move. And of course there's a paling, but Ash should be able to attack through it with magic damage. When Ash wants to actually cast. There we go. Ah, why is everything such hard work in this game sometimes? Right. What is the quickest way to get back to the village? I think we head south and run past everything. Use the Giruvegan crystal to oh, a reflector malt. Again, I'm not worried about if we... The fuck is that? The slow is annoying. The slow is annoying. Got Ash in my team just so that she can get some chip experience. And that's why I don't like casting. Because I don't have techniques set at the minute for assholes that cast King Reflect. Yes, I know I should. But that's why it just became easy to take her out. It feels like a lot of the time you're just taking Reflect off when you're in certain areas. Like the Nabudis Deadlands was really bad for that. I'm just going to progress through, grab any treasure. Grab any treasure. Cash this quest in. Head to Behemoth, start the next quest, and get going. Hopefully we get a nice bit of chip experience for Ash, because she is falling behind. Same with Barsh. Both are falling behind. I don't mind this. In other news, my Ghost of Yote copy arrived today. I'm just waiting for the right time to start it. The problem is I'm pretty deep into Ys 8 at the minute. Not super massively far from the end. I believe I'm on the final chapter. I'm sort of digging that. like XII, it is good. I think it's definitely dropped off. Like, I think the problem is chapter 5 on XII feels like it was longer than all the other chapters combined. But I'm digging it. It's fun. But I'm just coming up to what I think is the last dungeon on that game, and then I'll have time maybe to take on Ghost of Yote. Right. Hunt 1 successfully done. Go get our reward and cash it in. Both these hunts I'm not expecting too much struggle with. We are leveled well for them. We are geared well for them. It's just a case of what bullshit they pull. We get a sextant. Right, let's go do our second hunt. This one's going to have a lot of tramming. Gearvegan is a fucking long as area. I'm genuinely dreading going into the Great Crystal for the Esper and the other bits. As good as it is as a leveling area, as good as some of the gear you get is, it's such an annoying area. It's like you don't get a map, you get a drawing of the crystal. That's how annoying it is. Right. I need to go to Baromiche. There we go. Right, where on Baromiche do I need to go? I haven't cashed in the big bridge yet either. Or the gill... I haven't done the gill snapper yet. Right. Right at the end, of course. Of course. Over-reliant on the turbo fast mode, even though it makes the game look a bit janky. The original was worse, moving at this speed non-stop. It's like a half walk, half jog. It's not even like a full jog. Right. Hunt number 2. But yeah, the Gilgamesh hunt was planned. Today is a bit more, let's just keep things moving. Get things cleared off the to-do list, such as I make it. But here's the annoying thing about Giri Vegan, right? Here's the annoying thing. The only teleport crystal is right at the start. So if you're going, say, to the Great Crystal, you've got to go through all Giri Vegan. Then you've got to get to the Great Crystal. Then you've got to climb or descend the Great Crystal. It's just a little bit tedious, to be honest. Why do I get the feeling I've gone the wrong way? For God's sake. My bad. Right, this is going to be a trek, potentially. At least the XP isn't useless here. Get this hunt out of the way just because I don't expect it to be hard. I just expect it to be a bit of a trek. And that's why we play on turbo mode, because look how slow that was. So at least we're getting nearly 2k per level. So Ash and Penelo both need to be brought up, so 2k is with the double XP item, of course. But at least you can sort of see how this takes a dent, but I'm guessing Penelo's leveled up reasonably recently. So 100,000, so 50 enemies a level. Like 56 a level. Once you get to the 70 mark on this game, level stops really mattering, because everything can be beaten at level 70 as long as it is very much a case of gear is more important. You're going to anchor the big one, aren't you? Yes, I knew you were going to do that. Ooh, 3 hits with a greatsword. If the stopping Ash casting bubble is the most it does, I'll take that. The more annoying thing it could have done is annulled all my MP. High Ethers, please. Okay, Ethers is good. Yeah. I should consult the map. High Ether, beautiful. So we need to go through here, to here. And I've gone to a dead end. we can stock up on some high ethers, that would be a nice little earner. Someone got a level. Ash. So yeah, 50 about 50 plus enemies per level. We'll call it 60 just to be on the safe side. I haven't weighed what the Malboros are. Yeah, about 60 enemies per level. Which is doable, but you don't want to be running all the way there, running all the way back, running all the way there, running all the way back. That shit gets tedious quickly. But it's fine. We'll get this done. We'll get our rewards. We'll get a little bit more Clan Centuro rank progress. I am leaning towards the Necro Hall next time out. Just a quick once round. What's the best way? This is why I only decided to do 2, because I was hoping to fit in the Lindworm yesterday when we did Gilgamesh, but I completely forgot Luzu Mines is a Warren. We are getting items as well. Loot for selling is quite nice, but gear-wise, what we on? Let's have a look. So I've got a Defender Greatsword. So if I go to the license board, we could Ultima Blade and Save the Queen and all stuff that has very rare drop rates or is a pain to get. I may look into that. But I don't think we're doing steady. We're doing steady. We are pretty much late 50s. And like I said, most things in the game, like 70 is good. Like 70 is what I try and aim to do Yazmat at. If we were doing Yazmat. I think the Hellworm probably about mid 60. Of course we are leveling everyone, so that's probably why we're under leveled. Compared to if I was playing FF12, like the base game, not the Zodiac Age. Because you can basically use everything, every spell on every character, so there's no point in leveling up every character. But with classes being a bit more specialised, there is a bit more reason for it. I get why they made the change, I just don't necessarily think the class distribution is good. Like Red Mage, for example, it's absolutely shafted. It's really good. Is Red Mage for like the first half of the game, and then it drops off so badly because you don't get Kyoraji, you don't get Stave, you don't get a lot of the heavy hitting spells. It's like, and that I get that how Red Mage typically works in some ways, but it's like when you look at like FF5 Red Mage, for example, yeah, you don't quite get the same level of heavy hitting, but you get double cast for maxing Red Mage on FF5, so it is a time investment, but double cast is amazing. Of course, then you switch, but there's your reward for playing Red Mage. Right, we're about to hit a save point. we are making actually much better time than I was expecting. Of course, getting here is only the first half. We've got to get out as well. And I can maybe implement Operation Run Past Everything. But so even an XP share would be useful on this game, because say if you've got Bash on the bench a lot, like I have at the minute, if he was gaining even 0.25 like of XP, like on FF7, your party that's on the bench does level. It's just much slower. Right, okay. Now, our hunt is somewhere in this area. That's just fucking vile. Oh, when did you get berserked? Why did the crystal not heal that? We got the treasure. It was dubbing as whatever. Seek, locate, exterminate. Yeah. Stupid statuses. The statuses on this game are wild. They're easily what makes it the most annoying part of the game. I don't think there's any other Final Fantasy where statuses are quite as dangerous. Yeah, this guy won't be overly tanky. Looks like we have to worry about stop though. Of course, you do you if you want to do the stupid full health. Yeah. You get that shit off though. Like, Van's just a blunt instrument. Look, we've got some white mage magic, which helps, admittedly. Minimal black magic, and then we've got none of the useful techniques other than steel. I mean, we could put an Achilles on him, why not? Oh. Maybe that's a sign I should stop fucking around. Luckily, I have a lot of Phoenix down, so I'm not really worried about them. That disables a problem, though. Yeah, we don't need to take this guy super serious. Right, that's hunt number 2 almost done. Now we're just going to go get our rewards, and we'll call that a good day's work. Ah, I do love an illegible map. No, that leads to the Great Crystal. We are not going that way. How do I get out? Stairs that aren't stairs. Okay. Ah, this way. Have the enemies cocking respawned? I am going to try and take the shortest route out. But we've done our job. We've done what we came to do. Is Balti is berserk because I have something equipped. Why are you always berserk? How do I get rid of berserk? If the save crystal doesn't want to do it. I have plenty of remedies. Will a remedy do? Of course you missed. Of course you missed. Of course you missed. To be fair. Oh, there's the remedy law bullshit in this game, isn't there? Well, this is fun. I'm just here trying to get rid of this berserk and it's just been an absolute chud. Sure, there's a... I mean, that's useful, so... Right, I'll worry about it. In fact, you Balthea. Why are you berserk? There's something going on there. I'm sure there is an item as well, I think. What an absolute fucking mess. This is why statuses are... Like, I've ranted enough, but... This is why statuses properly do my head in on this game. It's not just them applying statuses. That's annoying in itself, but sort of, you understand it. It's the fact there's all these little caveats and bits and pieces behind removing them. Like a remedy that you need license points for before it actually does more than remove basic stuff is just stupid. It's like on this game you don't really get ribbon in a timely manner. But even XII doesn't remove half the shit. Absolute fucking pain. Right, let's just get out of here. I need to look into how to remove Berserk. I hope I've got some items for it, and Balfi is just not stuck in Berserk mode forever. I'm not doing a deep dive into my inventory at this moment in time. Just want to get home free with minimal annoyance and maybe a couple of levels on Ash. But I think this is why I took her out, because Bubble is useful, but I've been mainly using Balthier as my only present, and Fran can bubble as well. We'll be fighting a lot of enemies that have fucking Reflectigar, so she's just been a liability. I need to... I can't remember if Scathe is reflectable or not. Because if it isn't, then we can reintegrate her. It's weaklings. No, I'm not going to run because I want that item. The item could be high ether. Just an ether, okay. Ethers are a bit useless. Not useless. I can, you know, I still get use out of them. Probably the wrong word, but high ether is like exciting, whereas ether only restores 40 MP, so one cast of Cure Aja. High ether is at least a bit more. You don't need immediately to chug another one. How are we doing, Ash? I think that's your second level. I know this is the wrong way. I want to see if maybe I can get her a second level while... Seeing as we're stuck here. But the thing is, you can set gambits up for, like, with the oil status, you can set a gambit to set a handkerchief up. But the thing is, in certain areas, you just end up drinking your fucking consumables. And certain characters have, like, if I just show my gambits, like that's what I've got set up for Van. That's what I've got set up for Van, and compare it to what Ash has got, what Penelo has got. Basically, the mages have so much more. Like, Baltier's got a few because he's got Bubble, and when I get Piscodaemon, he will probably likely have Hastigar as a gambit. How are we doing, Ash? Ah, you're not going to get your second level today because we're donezo. Yeah, it is what I thought. Easy hunt, but bit of a trek. Let's go cash in both this hunt and we'll cash in with Mont Blanc as well to finish. I do think the Necrohole might have to be next, just because it's one of the few big things I've got left to do. Before we move on to the Pharos, because I don't want to be putting off for the sake of putting off. Like, this is nice shit that we've got done today. But it's not something that's like, oh, you've got to play this. It's a core thing. Like, the rewards won't be astounding, is what I mean by that. But we'll take them. Now, if he wanted to give me, say, 5 elixirs for this quest, that would be worth it. Or 2 mega elixirs, or what else would be quite nice. But that sort of thing. But I bet we get a useless weapon and a small amount of money. Useless weapon, small amount of money. Scafema is sort of, yeah. The money, again, small amount of Dark Shot. Dark Shot might be useful. Except it isn't. Because I don't have a gunner. I don't use Battlefield with a gun. Like, I don't use the in fact, I don't even have a machinist, because I just felt this, like, we changed the lineup because we had a few different ones. Like, Fran started as red mage slash archer, but she just became steadily more useless as the game came in, and I needed another white mage because I felt like another white mage was actually more useful to me. There is a teleport, yeah. And I think I tinkered with Balthier to be able to utilise time magic. I think we took Machinist off of him for time magic, so we can use time magic. Even though I've not got as much use out of that because we don't have Hastigar, but at least we've got access to Decoy and Bubble. So I get what, like, ooh, the mic over. But yeah, I 100% get where they're coming with. It was too easy to just make 3 absolute units that could do everything without the diversity. I just don't know if it's necessarily being executed brilliantly. Not all classes are created equal. Like, I was trying to use one of everything, and it just ended up making the game harder, more stressful. Whereas I think double white is actually very, very useful. Right, Mont Blanc. Give me my Gilgamesh reward. Excalibur is useless, but 10k is 10k. 2 mega elixirs is actually very useful to me. So I think the only mark he's got left other than Gill Snapper, which is meh, is the carrot. And then we've got a few more on the notice board. Let's just have a quick look at the notice board before we finish up for the day. But we're working our way through. Into the Sad Sea. So let's have a quick look at the board on what we've got left. So yeah, we've binned this down by 2. We have 6 there. We get some more after the Pharos, the lighthouse. Goliath and Death Scythe, I believe, are both in the Necro Hall, which is why I might want to do the Necro Hall next. But we are getting nice progress. We will be looking to progress the story before too long. And then hopefully wrap things up quite quickly. 2 hunts down today. I will call that an absolute win. I'm going to go have some fried halloumi on bread with sauce. Have a nice day. We'll hopefully be back with something tomorrow. But it won't be FF12, most likely. But when we come back, I think we'll knock out the Necro Hall next, unless Fafnir or Diabolos take my fancy. Basically, what I feel like on the day. Ta for now. Have a cracking night. Bye-bye.